Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I bought a Jetta. $300. He had it up for like 8. I said, "Will you do 5?" He's like, "Yeah, 5's fine." I got there and we pulled codes and it wasn't $500 car no more. So I said, "Man, more than 3, I'm taking a gamble." He said, "Yeah, I just need it gone." I was like, "Golly, okay." So we loaded on the trailer and I had a shorted turbo actuator. So it was killing all my 5 volts, all my signals under the hood and everything. They get 5 volts. They were getting 2 volts. So it was not happy. Unplugged the turbo actuator and everything went back to normal. So we have a new turbo actuator. It's going to be getting put on. But the clutch was bad. I'll throw a little clip in here. Oh, shout out to Clutch America on eBay. You guys didn't send me the throwout bearing or the alignment tool I needed, and then made me go through a bunch of processes and click a bunch of buttons.
A few moments later.
We're gonna get this car up in the air. I gotta go get some water. I'm currently hydrating with Dr. Pepper, so feel free to sponsor me, Dr. Pepper. 23 flavors. Since I was like 2 years old, I've been drinking this stuff. But yeah, that's words and stuff, you know. I don't think I had to remove that. I know I removed the sway bar inlet, but I don't think I had to. I don't know what the axle nuts are either.
Check in here.
Yep, that's fine. I might have only taken one off.
Did you have a nice poop, sir?
I pooped today.
I tried to move that transmission,
Yeah.
and I got a boo-boo on my leg, but I'm okay. But I was trying to be nice and just get it over here for you and surprise you, but
I appreciate the
it didn't work out.
initiative. But don't do that. It's gonna get boo-boo.
Yeah. I realize that now.
More hydration.
Here, let me get some.
Insert cinematic music. Do the zoom in. Hold on, I'm gonna hide behind the fender and then come up.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
You ready? That's the can turned wrong. Ignore that one. I was trying to get it to where you could read the label "Shut Up." Glad I pooped already. You know where clutch fork's at?
Which fork?
That long middle thing. Sneak them up on the car a little bit. I'll leave the right wing off. Put transmission in, but I watched the YouTube video, okay? I know what I'm doing.
My people respectfully disagree. I'm feeling so wavy. I wonder what everything this will be. You watching us lately? I can't accompany misery. We having it, baby. Flipping the page on everything that ain't fulfilling me. I'm searching for everything, more than just women in fast cars. I'm here for the party, but we do not stop 'cause the last call. We giving them something they can take with on the road again. They want an encore to show you. Tell the promoter we going in. We going in. We going in. Tell the promoter we going in. Swerves on 120. I promise my people will double that. Stories, yeah, I'll give you plenty. Highlight the mud cause I come from that. The number of doubters is many. We always laugh when they double
Good news is, the way this aftermarket flywheel is machined, there's like very little play up and down. So the margin for error on me like misaligning this clutch to begin with is very small. As long as I get it pretty well centered, I think the input shaft will slip down.
That's definitely positive.
Yep. So, I'll go ahead and split the difference on up and down on this thing. I think it'll It only fits one way. Oh, goodness. So, I don't know how well you can see in there, but let me get my flashlight out. I hope you see. So, up inside here, of course it's not taut all the way, there's still play here. But if you look, that only has that much play up and down. So I think if we kind of split the difference, get it about right there and tighten it down, I think the input shaft will slip in. I hope anyway. That's the goal. Clutch needs coming down a little bit. I can actually feel in there when it's too far one way or the other. So that's a good thing. It was pretty good. I think that'll work. somehow. Axle fell down underneath the block and now can't come back up. Is the motor still drooping in the top?
It looks pretty level to me, actually.
That thing line that runs behind the trans is just caked with stuff. Where am I? Just kind of needs to be held up and back a little bit. Okay. That's on there. And it went right in, so hard eyeballing it on the alignment and using how it feels worked perfect.
Good.
That'd be cool if it was an American flag. Let's just paper towel. Just pretend it's American. Hopefully it just all goes together smooth. I wake up, I don't know where I'm at, my nipples are missing. Oh, hey guys. It's hot out here. Don't look, I made that. Alright. Moving on. Trans is in. It's all, I'd say all bolted in. We got like 2 more bolts put in. It's bolted up. Starter's in. We're gonna hook up positive wire. Axles. We gotta swap out that turbo actuator. And then crank that thing up, I guess. It should be drivable. Got fuel in it. Back to work. We gotta come up with some funny stickers for this part.
It already has a pretty funny sticker on it. But I agree. It's just
They did some good ones.
plastic
So,
stickers.
my red Jetta, I had the exhaust, it was like completely straight pipe. And I had a sticker right by the bumper where the exhaust come out that said climate change. Yeah, roll cold, you know? That scared the piss out of me. Still traumatized from all the fireworks last night. But you don't make this thing up. Trans is making but that general reason, maybe. It's the amount of fiction on there. I don't care how you go in there, I just need you to go in.
Do you have the bolts for it?
I'll find them.
I was gonna offer to grab them for you, make it easier.
Yeah, first I gotta figure out how it goes. Even though I removed it, I mean, that was over a week ago. I don't recall how it was affixed to the train. I have hemorrhoids. No, I got the mount in backwards. That's why I'm having such a hard time. God, those holes don't line up. Yeah. What happens when your brain's crooked, ladies and gentlemen? See if now makes more sense. Probably gonna fall. So it's pretty well in there. It can scoot that way a little bit, but not a lot I can do about that at the moment. $18 millimeter. Okay. Judge the way I tied this motor up. I'd been drinking a lot of Dr. Pepper that day, and that's all I got.
Trying our best.
I love it when boomers discover something that the youngsters are doing and they pronounce it wrong or they use a wrong abbreviation. Yeah, I was watching one of them AMRS videos the other day, or the old people that see memes and they call them memes. Watch me one of memes. Memes. Tighten up my New Balances, go cut my grass. Looking at this, somebody's definitely taking this apart already. And that's why this bolt won't go back in the transmission, because they stripped it out. It came out real easy, and I thought, well, that was kind of nice, but it came out that nice and smooth, but because it's stripped, and they just put it in there and tighten it.
You think there ought to be one in all this?
Yeah, I would hope so.
There's a really long one down there. Behind it.
I don't need it really. I need it barely longer than this one. Which, if I find one that's super long and have to cut it, it's not a big deal. If that is the same thread pitch, the same diameter, quite a bit longer, like too much longer. But I can at least see if there's any fresh threads up inside of there. If there are any fresh threads, then maybe I can cut this down and make it work. So the wishbone, dog bone, whatever it's called, that bottom mount, the funky looking one at the bottom, whoever worked on this last did a real efficient job of stripping that hole out where it bolts up into the transmission. And I thought I could run a little bit longer bolt and grab some fresh threads, but it turns out that they already tried that and they stripped it out doing that as well. So shout out to whoever did that. Thanks a lot. So if it becomes a problem, I'll drill and tap it, but I don't have all my taps and stuff here at the shop. All it's at the house. So hopefully it holds. They do make upgrades for those bottom mounts, so we'll probably go ahead and tap it and do an upgraded mount later on anyway, but tis what it is. So side mounts on, back mounts on. I have to pull this axle out, unfortunately, because I goofed and did stuff in the wrong order, and I can't get that funky flange over there in. So we're going to go ahead and work on getting that axle out and just get that out of the way because I super dread doing it. But yeah, we're going to get started on that. I got to take this strut nut off, let it drop back down again, see if I can fish that axle out of there. It's like this long, so it sucks to get out of there. But that's part of it. You don't always win. I don't remember what size that nut is. I think it's a 32. I hate DeWalt. I hate DeWalt. Milwaukee just, I mean, granted it did the job, but at the expense of my ears. See if that axle just won't slide out. There's no way it's going to just slide out. But it's not all bad that we have to pull it out because it's disgusting and I want to wipe it down. So let's take that strut nut back off. It's 7/8, I think, or 15/16. Grab that down, please. Everything I touched. I'm kind of glad we're taking that axle out because it's so bad. It's 320,000 miles and no one ever changed gaskets, cleaned anything. None of that. Just let it be nasty. It's fine. The thing that sucks about these German cars is the strut goes through the spindle. So you can't just take 2 bolts out and slide the strut off like you would on a normal car. It's not the same. Come on, Axel.
Hey.
Hey, nothing. It's stuck.
Oh, well, I could see that it had moved from its spot, so I thought,
No celebrating.
all right, too early. Jump the gun.
It's wonderful. Everything I touch. Whoever owned this car, I'm glad they don't own it anymore. They don't deserve to own anything, man. But it's out.
This thing is on.
Action. All right, guys, I am filthy. I washed my arms like 3 times today. Trans is all pretty well good. I got to get the shift linkage bolted up, all the little linkage bushings put on. Both the axles are in, they're tight. Both the struts are connected, they're tight. Sway bar end links. We still have to add fluid to the trans. It wasn't intentional, but we did ball out on some fluid.
Oh my God!
This right here is in memory of my friend, Fat Man Fast. I'm kidding, he's still alive. I just like giving him crap. He runs Royal Purple and everything, and he swears by it. I think it's overpriced. Just my 2 cents. But this is the only thing they had in the particular rating that Volkswagen requires in this transmission. So it was $25 a quart, which is about $15 a quart more than I'd like to pay for it. But it is what it is. We're going to put it in there. It should be fine. Clutch is in. It's aligned. Everything went together smooth. Smooth enough that I'm actually a little concerned, to be honest with you. A lot of times it fights me. And when I'm done, I'm like, okay, I earned it. But this time it's went together fairly smooth. And I'm hoping when we started, everything works, because it's one of those things you feel weird when you get it together. You're like, am I just getting good at doing this, or have I forgotten something? Because I know for certain the throw-out bearing's in there. Funny story, I had a Jetta. It was my first Jetta ever. It was a 99.5 car, and I was doing the clutch in it because the dual mass flywheel was about to come apart. It sounded terrible. Well, my friend Charlie showed up, and he's like, all right, I'm here to help with the transmission. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm putting the bolts back in. He reached down. He's like, is this an old throw-out bearing? I'm like, ugh. So I had to pull it out again. So I made for sure that the throw-out bearing is in there this time. We got to put the slave cylinder back on, hook up air box,
Battery box.
just little stuff, just a bunch of little stuff. So we're getting close. So Pepperidge Farm for members, you know what I mean? That's all I got. We'll go up a little bit. Glue's on. This thing will be getting straight popped at some point. But we're not doing any modifications or any unnecessary anything until we make sure that this thing is roadworthy, doesn't overheat, doesn't have a blown head gasket. We found some sparkly stuff in the cooling system. So I'm hoping maybe it had a bad radiator and they replaced it already. Maybe wishful thinking. Head gaskets on these aren't terrible, but it's just a pain. You gotta pull the whole head back off.
I think the guy that had it last, he said that it was definitely losing coolant, and they just put that in there because that's just what they thought was going to be best for it. They didn't do any diag or anything to see where it was leaking. But he said that he just put that in there, filled it back up, and then it was leaking again. So then they started looking, and they could see clearly that it was just leaking out of a hose. They replaced the hose, and then, yeah, they used that stuff for absolutely nothing. Yeah.
I'm glad you remember because I don't remember nothing. See, all that asbestos I breathed in, I don't remember nothing. Ooh, I'm glad it's not as hot as it has been.
It's nice out today.
That rain come through last night, cooled it off.
Oh, yeah.
Turbo actuated. I think it's fine. I need those little bolts. Let's clean those real quick. You can sit there. Let's get that stashed right. Nobody can steal them. I hit them pretty good because I can't even find them. There they are. These little guys. I don't think I'll need the nut because it comes with a new nut. I might need about same thread should look like it. Yeah, the nut wasn't full of gunk. Gravity never sleeps. I ain't putting gloves on. Then I'm ready. You're recording?
Yeah.
I'm blind now. You shine at my eyes. I can't see anything. Okay. See if I can get it. Yep. 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 I don't know which way it needs to go. I don't know how any of this nonsense works. Not gonna be much of anything in here. We drained most of it when we were cleaning the trans out. Yep. Very little. Doesn't want to start.
So the battery dead?
No, it acts like it's not getting neutral safety signals or something. I don't. Oh, I don't know what it is. The immobilizer light's not on, so that's not it. All right, let's do some investigating. Take my picture. Oh, it's a video. Golly. We tried to start this thing and it wouldn't start, and I'm checking clutch switches and everything else. And so I said, you know what? Let's check the ground, the main ground. So we pulled the battery box out. I said, well, it's still grounded. Well, I overlooked the ground was teed, and it went down to the body here on this nut here, and it teed and looped right there, but it also continued on, and this ground, which now is in place, right way down in there, it's in place now, but it was flopping. And so I took the battery box out, and I'm looking, and Till goes, what's this? And grabs it, and it's like an open ground. I'm like, oh, well, that's wonderful. So I pulled the bolt out, swapped it, and now we have a ground. And the starter didn't work because it wasn't grounded, because all the motor mounts are rubber, and rubber doesn't ground stuff. So round two, we're going to put this back together and see if it starts this time. It moves. Everything's working.
Awesome.
Except for the air conditioning. We're going to figure that out.
Does it show you the coolant temp?
Yeah. I'd call that a success. Aside from the lift breaking and me having to fix that channel, everything's been pretty good. Yeah, I've had it. Let's just bled so we don't have to cool it.
Yeah. Yay! It moved on its own.
So happy. Yeah, we're gonna top the cooling system off. I gotta put insurance on it before I can drive it at all. But the tags are up to date. They're just not registered to me. So
That matters.
I get tagged probably Monday.
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow.
Yay!
There's some in here. I don't know if it's cooling or water or hard to tell because the jug's orange. It's cooling. Perfect. I know this didn't call for this, but actually I already topped this off. Forgot about that. Yeah, it's full. Yeah, I can see it down there floating around. I guess we can let it sit and idle and get up to operating temp, though I haven't done that yet.
We need to go source that cable though, because stores are going to start closing soon. It's Sunday
What
in
time is it?
Arkansas, Oklahoma. It is late. It's 8:04.
Well, chances are pretty good Home Depot will have that cable.
Home Depot is what I was thinking too, because Ace Hardware always like they're closed already. I'm sure.
Okay. You're gonna have to bear with me because the way that I'm gonna have to fix that is gonna be sketchy.
You just better be
I'm
careful.
gonna have to use a long ladder.